This is a 20-year-old Goodman 90% gas furnace. One thing that you see with a lot of 90%ers is you see the secondary fail a lot of times back here in the corner, but on this one in particular, the secondary is actually just fine. What we actually found on this is these three major cracks right here. This one here, that one there, and right there. Now those are on the bottom side of this particular, very hard to spot, very hard to find. We would actually had to have cut open the ductwork to be able to see this one. We were able to find it with some mirrors and flashlights, but yeah, these three are one of the major problems that they have, and these are very good cracks. These are pretty big cracks that come through here, so definitely watch out for those. This one in particular, this one here in the middle, we found was leaking carbon monoxide. These two surprisingly were not, but this one here, I don't know if this one was separating when it was heating up or what, but this was leaking carbon monoxide right out of it. Not very much. It was leaking about 13 parts per million, but it does leak. So one of the things that you always want to check out for, because a lot of times 90%ers, you'll look at the secondary and you'll kind of ignore the primary, but this one in particular, the primary failed. But you can really see the heat, see how much heat went through here, and that's where everything was heating up at. Another thing that I noticed that I was showing my guys is, while these things are turned and they're actually built in the factory, they put grooves will just happen, and they can get mistaken for a crack in a heat exchanger. This one in particular, it has, every cell has this in here. Now this is from the machine, this is not from anything else. So if you were to look at this with a camera, you would think that that's a crack. If you were to feel it with your finger, you can actually see my finger actually catches on it. So if I weren't able to see it and I was just doing this, I'd think it was a crack. If I were to look at it with a camera, I would think it was a crack. But you can see every single cell has it in the exact same spot. Well, that one doesn't. But be careful on what you think is a crack and what is actually a crack, because that is not, and that's very easily mistaken for it. You can see the difference in between what a real crack looks like and what that looks like. All right, but that is your heat exchanger for it was actually a 2000, so it's actually 18 years old, almost 19, 90%, 100,000 BTU furnace. Goodman.